Hello and welcome back to Risk of Rain Returns. I'm Areima, and today I wanted to go into what is probably just going to be a very funny pilot order run, one item per rarity run. We are actually going to put on Prestige because this might be the most powerful run I ever do on any of these characters, because, well, it's just legitimately going to be like this is just gonna be just to see how ridiculous this gets kind of thing. There are aspects of this run that are inefficient, let's say, but the basic idea is that we are going to have 100% crit chance, which, you know, you might think, oh, well, that's not interesting, just crit doesn't stack infinitely. Yeah, but it takes like 14 or 15 stacks in order to get to max crit, and that normally never happens in a normal run anyways. Like, you actually need a command or a loop or something like that to get to max crit in this game, because there's no printers like Risk of Rain 2. So we are going to be going for max crit. We're going to be going for Harvester Scythe, because why not? And then Wicked Ring, the crit ring. And yeah. We're just gonna have infinite cooldowns and a lot of fucking damage. I've been kind of holding back on this run until I wanted to do something nice and easy, because I don't really foresee this being a challenge. It's going to just be more of like a power fantasy situation. We will go ahead and grab our first Shrine of the Mountain. With Prestige, there is a guaranteed Shrine of the Mountain on every stage, and the Shrine of the Mountains carry over into future stages. This is the good one to do it on. I did realize, I was looking through the items, and that whenever I did my run where I was taking a bunch of damage, the Just Hit Me run, I missed out on one of the best taking damage items in the entire game, in my opinion, honestly, is Dead Man's Foot. It does the same thing that Fire Shield does at level 1, which is it activates automatically based on some stuff. And just like Fire Shield, it actually scales damage as well, right? So I might do a 2.0 of that run at some point, just because I did miss out on some pretty hilarious damage. I did take the mines. The only reason I took the mines is because, I don't know. I use the airstrike so frequently that I just didn't want to use it. I don't actually have that much better of a reason for it. I probably could stay in the air infinitely if I had taken the parachute, but I liked the movement tech that comes with using acrobatics, so I just didn't want to. That's like, again, the whole reason. So it is 10% first for the first stack, and then 7% for every following stack. I don't know what red we're going to take, to be completely honest. Oh, well, no, we're taking the ring. That's right. I don't know why I forgot about that. Yeah, and because we are also crit, you know, since we are, in fact, critting with our crit, yeah. We're already healing like 12 on a Harvesters. Yeah. As long as I don't get one-shot by something, this is going to be a pretty easy build. Which also means this might be a short episode. Probably not for the worst. Oh, come on. I think this is already the most Harvester Scythes I've ever had. It scales really well. I don't even have my red yet, and I'm already very powerful. Kind of just an indication of how this build is going to go. let's go ahead and just head on over to the teleporter, get on out of here. We have pretty much everything we need. This much damage this early in the game is only benefited by getting out of here quickly. After everything is said and done, we might make an attempt at that shrine there, that imp shrine. But that's going to be a pretty hard one. Oh yeah, what yellow should I take? It's tempted to take an on-hit item. Yeah, we might as well take an on-hit item. Actually, no, I think we're going to take the Cremator Shield, because it gives me the same effect as a Guardian's Heart without having to take a green. Oh, hey, we can take 2 of them, too. We will take 1 and see how they stack before we decide to take... Well, I guess we have to take 2. Never mind. How do they stack? They stack projectiles. Interesting. We can't press left and right on the menu. I was trying to press left to right. What? Thought it said that it explodes into projectiles or something. I didn't see anything come out. Interesting. I honestly don't use Cremator Shield enough to have a great understanding of how it works. I didn't mean to fall like that. Definitely not getting them. Yup. Yeah, that imp spot there is going to be a pain in the ass. I'm just going to leave it. Again, if you haven't seen other 1 item per rarity runs, basic idea is in the title. We are grabbing 1 item per rarity. So that's one white, 1 green, 1 yellow, 1 red. And when appropriate, we'll also be grabbing a use item. I don't think we need a use item on this build, so we're probably just going to skip it. And trying to see about making builds that are interesting. It's one of the things that Restoring Returns kind of does slightly, I wouldn't say back, but it is one of the weaknesses of this game over Restoring 2, is that a lot of your builds do start feeling the same, even agnostic of character. Like, your builds will start feeling the same because certain items are just so good that you take them every time. And the builds that win often all look very similar. That's one of the reasons why this 1 item per rarity is so interesting, is that we get to see what a whole bunch of one particular item looks like. It actually leads to some, in my opinion, it's been some very, very interesting builds. Oh, come on, I can't get up there. Stop messing around. We need to go this way, then. Can't wait until I get that crit ring, to be honest. It's going to be significant change to my effectiveness. Any of these big chests now could easily give me a crit ring. The game wanted to. Is there a use item that I want? We'll take the key, just to speed things up. Don't really need it, and everything else would kind of just mess with the crit build here. So this will just let us open some chests earlier. Plus, the key is actually very strong. If you've not run key very often, you can get a lot out of it, to be honest. God. 6 harvester scythes. That's 15 HP per, I think it is. Still have to play the game. We're not quite at the point where I'm not worried about my entire existence. I just want a little bit of money, guys. Fine. Oh, come on. Give me a red. I guess we'll get out of here. We do have 1 level of prestige, which means that we still have 1 mountain shrine. Still not red, huh? Possible. I'd like to kill this boss. There we go. Okay, that crit ring is going to change so much for us. Yeah, there we go. Also gives us a little bit more crit chance as well. I don't think we're quite there yet on like being able to get 100% crit chance and do the like infinite flight murder everything build, but we'll be there soon, to be honest. And already basically reset our cooldowns. I swear, every time I play Pilot, I have to relearn this tech of how to do the wave dash here. For some reason, it just doesn't stay in my head. Ooh, second crit rate. I think that just gives us more crit chance. And technically, it is less effective than a single white at this point. Yes, it only... Oh, it's 10% per stack. Oh, actually, it's more than a single white. That's good to know. That's good, because, like, it being weaker than a white would be kind of awkward. Let's get out of here. We are once again not taking drones, because as per the build that I just did, it was yesterday, drones are pretty strong even by themselves. Getting there. Unfortunately, this build will not scale infinitely on damage, per se. And technically, we're actually reaching... So we won't be looping on this build, because we're actually reaching the end of its scaling. After we get to a certain point of crit glasses, which we're really close to, it won't... It'll basically just be scaling on healing at that point. But it's still a really good demonstration of what this looks like. Seriously, I got all use items. And it's still a lot of damage. Like I said, it was... I'm not saying guaranteed win, but it's a pretty easy win. Am I up to 100%? It seems like I'm really close to 100%. Because the first one is 10%. And then the first... Yeah, I'm not quite at 100%. Very close, though. Once again, we have one level of efforts above us. One level of wow. Well, here's the second one. I'm not sure if I want to take it though, because again, we're not going to scale damage per se, but it does mean that we have a guaranteed shrine of the mountain every time. Already looking fantastic with this ability. So if we stand right about here... Oh, yeah, we ran out. So we're not quite at 100% then. I was about to say, theoretically, we shouldn't run out because we fire more bullets than there is seconds in cooldown. Another crit rain might just pull me up to the edge there. Of course, we're going to take another one of these. We're not at 100%. We're really close. Because it should be 5, 10, 25 from crit rings. And then... the glasses are I don't remember. I think it's 7% per after the first one. It would normally take 14. So that should be enough to be at 100% crit rate. Which means that unfortunately the build doesn't really scale from here. But at the same time, we're also just very strong. Very early. Green items do still help us because they will heal us even faster. Whites barely help us anymore, but we will just continue to get some just to see how many we can get, to be honest. How did we drop him? Maybe a bullet missed? Because we should have enough bullets. Create an infinite cooldown situation. Or at least I thought we should. Maybe that's all that is that every once in a while I'm missing. Fortunately, we at least have an answer for macrobes. Teleporter is beneath us. We're going to leave. Again, we don't get much stronger at this point. Yeah, there's some level of inconsistency to this that I'm not sure where it's coming from. Maybe it is just like every once in a while the attack's missing. There we go. Fall into the pit. Almost just did. Okay. Still a little stressful. Not nearly as strong as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be complete domination. But the problem is that, like, sure, we're getting infinite shots, more or less. I think with some backup lags, it would be truly infinite shots. Kind of want to use this on... I was going to say I kind of want to use it on the legendary, and then I kind of got distracted for a second there because bugs. Bugs suck. If you think about it, this is only double damage, which is less than you do with most use items. So the scaling doesn't really exist forever there. We are getting 30 HP a kill, though, which is hilarious. So in that regard, we honestly should leave. We should rush it at this point. Because we don't get much stronger. In fact, we don't get stronger at all at this point. We just get more HP. So yeah, I have convinced myself now. We are no longer in the loot. So why does it work that time? Again, it's oddly inconsistent results. It's more inconsistent than I thought it was going to be, at least. Start another red drop. We'll pick up the reds. Because how do you not? I mean, I have, like, incredibly overkill on amount of crit right now. Oh, there it is. Saw it at the last moment there. Go. There we go. Okay. That took a little bit of focus for a moment. At this point, we should have this. Try to get rid of the elite birds. Need to drop some bombs down here. I think the bombs are an important part of the build here. There we go. And Providence. Not doing the best amount of time, 31 minutes. But I can only imagine what this build would be like if I didn't have the limit on items and we had even, I don't know, a single proc item. Even a singular proc item. Would make this build completely ridiculous. I mean, to be honest, it is kind of ridiculous in the first place. This is getting dangerous because we're not getting damage and they're getting more HP. So we're going to leave. Enemies scale really, really fast in Restoring 2. Really fast. Greens still help us a tiny bit. Yep. So the landmines actually killed me there. Because they tossed his enemies up in the air, which means that I had nowhere I could get cover from all those wisps. And it actually murdered me. Didn't see that coming. That was definitely a surprise. We were right at Providence too. Probably would have been able to kill him just fine. Anyways, this has been Rich and Rain Returns. I've been Areima. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is an interesting build. It doesn't scale infinitely, but I do feel like it just needed to be done. And yeah, if you guys have enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, comment, and/or subscribe. And I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.